gonna make another tutorial video. If you're watching, you know who you are. Said I should do that again. Gonna make a sheath for this hatchet. It's really nice. It's a hewing hatchet. It's flat on one side, all the angles are on the other. It's made for a big block. They make it square with this hatchet, this kind of hatchet. It's old, it's rusty. I'm gonna make a sheath. Okay, we're gonna go through the whole process. So let's start by making a pattern. I'm thinking we make it so then it comes around, might be sewn on the bottom and along the side, and it can come in the top, and then there'll be a strap that comes around and snaps onto the other side. So let's figure that out. I think first thing we're just gonna make the front panel. It'll be pretty much the same as the back. It'll just be inverted. So let's trace the head out. Okay. This is the hatchet head. We are going to make it around. For the thicker part, we're going to make it maybe a centimeter wider. And then gradually get smaller. Okay, got that. Now we are going to just do a rough sketch of this. Okay, so we have this. We got the hatchet shape, then room for our stitch line, and then the just excess for our just overlap to keep it out of the elements. Then we will make a 3/4 inch strap that will go from here-ish, wrap around the whole thing, and end here-ish, roughly, and then that'll keep this nice and clean. So let's do that. Okay, the final thing we need to do is this part right here. This part along here, we are going to cut straight from there out, and we will cut this pattern out, trace it onto the paper, then cut the pattern to just have this, and then use that as I don't remember what it's called, but like to go in between the two pieces as a layer to stop the blade from cutting the threads. And then we will use maybe some rivets here, here, and here. So let's do it. this is the part you're gonna have to remember. You can trace one side on one side. Trace one part on the front and one part on the back. You have to flip it over and trace the other one. Because if you don't learn this the hard way before, it will just not work out. They won't. You're gonna have flesh side to green side, and you do not want that. You want flesh on the inside for both. Okay, first thing we gotta do is burnish these two edges here and here on both pieces, and then we can glue it together. So let's whip this thing out. Token on. Edge paint, burnisher, beveler, and shop rag. Okay, so let's start off beveling it. Okay, we have burnished the edges of the strap and the two side panels, which we then need to glue these two, but first we want to attach the strap to. So for that, we are going to find out where we want it on this. Grab our hatchet. Put it there. And see, it will go like that. Okay, then it will be here, right there. Okay, so there. Yeah. Then we're going to punch this hole, and then attach this with a rivet, kind of centered-ish on there. And yeah, okay. Okay, I took a minute to figure out I ran out of rivets, so I got new ones. Take note, don't get 6mm. They are really small. So next time I'll run, don't get 6mm. But yeah, so I'm back and we're gonna start up again. There we go. See what I mean by really small? But there we go. Then we got the strap, and we will do next is the rest. We're just gonna sew this, I think, all together next. Let's just close these. get gluing. There we go. Perfect. Just gonna trim up the edges, sand them, and then stitch it. Okay. I'm just gonna trim this up and sand it. Just gonna trim it up. And then we will hit it with some sandpaper. And yeah, then we're gonna hit it with some sandpaper and it'll be even smoother. And then we can burnish it and yeah. Now, I'm just going to burn off the loose hairs and bevel it and burnish it. So, let's do that now. Turn on. That is it. Burn off the loose hairs. burnish it again. Yeah. Okay. That one. Perfect edge. And yeah, so next we're going to stitch the edge along here. We're gonna actually we're gonna go over this just because it'll stay the right angle. Might come around there. Don't know yet, it probably will. But yeah, so next stage is stitching. Okay, so let's set this to, yep, it's at an 1/8. Now we need to trace out where our stitch line, well, an 1/8 might be too much or too little. Let's go 3/16. Just eyeball it. Yeah. 3/16. Just slightly more. Give it a little bit more width on the edge. Okay, there we go. Set that aside, and then we will take out our punch pad, get our mallet, and punch this out. And okay, so we are going to start one, I don't know if you can see that, there is a stud, like a mark right there. We're gonna start our holes here. We're gonna punch a hole here, so then we can put a rivet here and a rivet here. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So there will be, we're gonna skip one hole at the beginning and at the other end. So then we can punch that with a hole punch and make a spot for a rivet. So let's start doing that. Okay, I ran out of battery life again last night. So, I finished this, I was punching last night and then battery died. So then I stitched it, did a second row stitching. It's all riveted, and then, yeah, so it's all done. Now all we have to do is add the WG for Woods Goods and add the snap for it to attach and trim it. But it fits all good. right there. Fits in nice and good. And I'll just go up like that. And it'll fit great. But I gotta just do that, and then we're good. Got that. Just gonna put the snap in it and it'll be good. Right. And we're going to wrap it around, put the hatchet in it, wrap it around and mark it where we want it. There we got a slight indentation. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. And then this thing. Perfect. There we go. I can wrap around and snap on. There we go. We just gotta burnish on the tail end. We just gotta burnish this here, and it's all done.